What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Hit the chat, y'all. Hit the chat. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Let me go hit the Facebook real quick, y'all. Let me go hit Facebook real quick. Give me a second. Let me put the live up on Facebook. Let them know we here. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday holiday? 1 minute. 1 minute. Give me a second. Hold up. Hold up. All right. All right. All right. What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for joining the stream. We got Gustavo in the building. Gustavo, thanks for joining the stream. We got Doris Jones in the building. Doris Jones, thanks for joining the stream. We live. We here. Sorry I'm late, y'all. We gonna recap. This is a recap of verses, y'all. This is a recap of verses. Hit the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about that verses. If you saw this versus Timberland versus Swiss Beats, Swiss versus Timbo, the rematch, versus is outside. Yes, it's happening. It's happening. Versus is outside. If you didn't get to watch the verses, you missed a hell of a verses. You missed another evolution in the verses, and I don't know if I should say evolution, but what we saw last night was what verses is going to turn into now. All right, when verses first started off, we were all in quarantine. We had artists that were in one place, the other artist was in another place. They both had their setups. They were live on Instagram. Then Bounty Killer and Buju Banton evolved verses where they were the first to put the artists in the same place at the same time and did their verses. Now we are moving into the next stage of verses where we are slowly coming out of quarantine. People are back outside again, living life. There's still, still some masked ups here and here. But this versus was, if you look at the crowd of the people that were there watching this versus, right there live on this versus, I would say 95% of people that were there did not have masks on. So either they were vaccinated or who wasn't vaccinated. But versus is moving into its next evolution, y'all. Hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button as soon as you join the stream. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know what y'all think about this versus. I got a call coming in. Let me just answer this call real quick. Tell this person I'm doing a live on the versus. I know you can hear me, so we're live on versus. We're live on YouTube right now, so please join the stream if you can. You don't have to hang up on me. I was just telling you that we're live. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me hit the comments, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about that versus. I gave that one a 9, man. I gave that one a 9. I gave that one a 9. Not really because of the songs that they played, but they played some pretty good songs too. And they played a lot of the songs that I put into our mix. I'm not going to brag. But I gave it a 9 because even though Timberland and Swizz are pretty good friends, and Timberland and Swizz are the co-creators of Versus, you still saw the competition there where they wanted to go song for song for song for song, and they were going at each other all night long, hit for hit. Let me hit the comment section, man. Again, we got Gustavo in the building. Gustavo, thanks for joining the stream. Doris is here. Doris Jones, thanks for joining the stream. Gustavo says, and Tim forgot Hot Boys. Hot Boys, you know what I want. That's Missy joint, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Tim was going off though. Um, Doris Jones said, I'm doing pretty well. That's good to hear. Enjoy the rest of the day. Diamond Onyx is here. Diamond, what up? Diamond Onyx is back in the building. Diamond, thanks for joining the stream. Diamond says, bars in the chat. Thanks for joining, Diamond. Always a pleasure to see you. Gustavo says, I hope they have one in NYC so I can go. Yeah, so let's address that, right? So, like Gustavo just said, yeah. So, this versus was in Miami. Okay, so they flew out to Miami, and the venue they had, it was a venue in Miami. And there were some stars on deck last night. Rick Ross was there, Buster was there, Noriega from Capone Noriega was there. I saw Fat Joe there, and there probably was a bunch of other people there. So yes, I do hope that they do go city to city, and I hope to God they do one in New York, man, for real. They do a versus in New York. They better get a good. They better get the right people on a versus when they do New York. Versus numbers. Let's do some numbers, yo. Let's do some numbers. Early in 8 o'clock, maybe around 8:10, they started on time. Let me just say this right off the top. They started on time. Shout out to Timbo. Shout out to Swizz. They started on time. About 8 or 10 into the verses, when Timbo dropped Work It, they were at 89,000 viewers. Okay, so early on, about 10 minutes into the verses, they were at 89,000 viewers. This is only on Instagram. I don't know what the numbers are. I watched the verses on the Fight app, and I know that they have it on YouTube as well. I'm talking about Instagram numbers. All right. At around 8:30, again, about 8:10, they were at 89,000 live viewers on Instagram. Around 8:30, they were up to 120,000 live viewers, yo. So the viewership jumped in just a half an hour span that they were on there. Hit the comment section. Let me know how y'all felt about the verses. Again, Gustavo says, I hope they have one in New York City so I can go. I truly hope so as well. I definitely want to go to a live versus. Gustavo says, Krauser was a little dead. I would have been hyped as fuck. So yeah, the crowd, there were spurts. Excuse me. There were spurts when they were getting hyped and they were getting a little. So yeah, they could have done better. The crowd could have done better. Let me just say this, man. It was an effing Jay-Z party last night, yo. Both Tim, and this goes to show why Hova is the God, yo. He just has so much crossover songs. Both Timbo and Swizz were dropping Jay-Z bombs left and right, yo. It was like a Jay-Z party last night. If you were a Rockefeller fan last night watching that versus, you had to have a ball, man. Shout out to Hova the God. So Gustavo said the crowd was a little bit dead. I gotta agree. They were a little bit dead. Every now and then they caught some fire, but yeah, they could have done a little bit more. Diamond Onyx says, Ayo, Timbo got sweated by by Swizz, but it was epic. Hold up. So Diamond, you going with you giving Swizz the win? Diamond? Diamond, you giving Swizz the win. Timbo was sweating up a storm. Whew. Timbo was sweating up a storm early, but hold up. Swizz started taking that suit off. He took that Tom Ford. He started taking that shit off when Timbo started getting it there. Yeah, he went down to a white beater. So, all right, Diamond. All right, drop in the comments. Let me know who y'all think won the verses. It was a close versus. It was a close versus to me. It was one of the best verses. I liked how they went at each other. This is what the spirit of verses is. You can be friends. You can be friends in the industry, okay? And you can go at each other track for track for track. And I like how they had the venue set up. I like how they had the crowd right next to the stage. So the crowd was very engaged. They had the DJs right behind them. So whoever set up that setup, The setup was amazing. Both artists were on stage, crossing each other's paths, interacting with each other. They had the bar in the far back with the celebrities in celebrity row. So it was a beautiful setup. I can see Versus going forward doing a stadium. Imagine two superstars doing a stadium Versus with the crowd that close. And like Gustavo says, if they are engaged in the Versus a little bit more than they were engaged tonight, ooh, Versus is going to take off. But after watching last night's Versus is in a different level now. We were all locked in quarantine, y'all. We were all locked in home quarantine. We were forced to watch Versus on our Instagram pages. They extended that. Now, with people getting vaccinated, with the artists getting vaccinated, people are able now to be there live to watch the Verses. Big crowds. The crowds are only going to get bigger. And we're going to address one of the next Verses coming up. I'm waiting for Jason to get in the building so I can address that. I don't want to address that till I see Jason in the building because Jason hit up the Instagram. He's talking all kind of crazy stuff. I'm going to wait till I see Jason here, then I'm going to address that. Let me hit the comments one more time. Diamond Onyx says, silk outfits and stage lights don't mix. Yeah, Timbo was sweating up a storm. Um, Gustavo says, I think Tim made a mistake by playing Magna Carta songs. Whoa, 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 Gustavo, whoa. Pump them brakes. Pump them brakes. When he dropped that joint with the Rick Ross verse, Steve, I know you crazy? Are you are you crazy? Magna Carta Holy Grail. Gustavo, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Doris Jones says, okay, now I have to get a little bit of info from you, and I want to know, do you have a clip of it? I did not record any of it, Doris. Usually when these verses come on, I'm very hesitant to live stream the verses because YouTube has a lot of protocols when it comes to YouTube. Okay, especially when you upload music from different owners, video clips of something like Versus. It gives you a lot of views. It's a good thing for a YouTuber to live stream the Verses, but YouTube sometimes shuts those videos down. YouTube sometimes give you copyright strikes when you use other material, and I'm very hesitant to use Versus material. Their clips from their songs on their live Verses. We kind of stay away from that here. But if you go on YouTube, Doris, YouTube has a lot of people that live streamed it. You can catch the whole rewind of the Verses on Instagram when you go to the the Versus TV. They have it on there. Also, like I said, I watch the Verses now on the app called the Fight app. Fite. Fite. The Fight app. And the Fight app, they have the whole video there. So you can download that to your smart TV, download it to your phone, download it to your tablet, and you can watch the whole show on the Fight app. The Fight app, I have it on my TV, big screen, surround sound. It's amazing. So Doris, I'm sorry we don't have a clip of it. We kind of stay away from uploading clips from Versus. Um, Doris says, all right, go hit that like button, y'all. Thank you very much. Please, if you like these videos, hit the like button. Like the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Gustavo says, Tim had to play Snoopy track. That was a hard track too. Yes. All right. Diamond Alex says, it started off weak, some of the beginning, and yep, Jigga got spins. Yeah, man. It was a Jay-Z party, man. I know Jason was mad last night. I know Jason was mad last night. His boy Nas only got one song, but that's how it goes when he messing with the God, man. Diamond Onyx says, let's see what Diamond Onyx. Oh, Jason's here. Jason is in the building. Jason is here. Jason, thanks for joining the stream. I'm gonna address Jason in just a second, yo. Hold up. Jason says, what's up, y'all? And Diamond Onyx says, nope. Timbo got the title. Trophy is equal to both. Listen, Diamond. It was close. It was close, man. It was close. I was close to giving them a tie. And I don't, I don't like giving ties. Timbo had it for a minute. Timbo had it for a minute. They went back and forth. I gave the slight edge to Swiss Beats. I gave the slight edge to. Let me know who y'all think won, yo. Let me know who y'all think won. I'm gonna read one more comment, and then I'm gonna get at Jason, and we're gonna talk about something, y'all. Gustavo says Tim is the better producer to me, but I think Swizz won last night. I also think Swizz won, slight margin. So Gustavo says, I love how they played uh, 42 songs each. Now let's get Premiere versus RZA rematch. That'll be a good rematch too. I'm definitely want to watch that Premiere versus RZA. So before I hit Jason up here, let me go back into the timeline. Again, 8:10, 89,000 viewers were already on Instagram. By 8:30, 120,000 viewers were on Instagram. And by 9 p.m., there were over 151,000 viewers on Instagram, yo. So, yo, their numbers kept growing as the verses went on. The numbers kept going up, 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 and up, yo. So Jason's here. Jason, thanks for joining the stream. Jason says, what's up? Jason says, Swizz, it was close, though. Yeah, it was a close one. So, I want to address something, y'all. I want to address something. Now, we've had some really amazing verses so far. Rest in peace, DMX, Snoop Dogg. Amazing verses. Even though they were late, Ashanti Keisha Cole, I love that verse. The Brandy and Monica, absolutely love that verses. The most heated verses I've seen so far, Jeezy versus Gucci, amazing verses. One of my all-time favorites, Jadakiss and Fabulous, amazing verses. So if you guys don't know, within the last few weeks, you guys know people want to do verses all the time. Right? There's people asking Tim, Swizz, let's do a verses. I want to do a verses. I want to do a verses. Everybody want to do a verses. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy have convinced Timbaland and Swiss Beats to do a verses, y'all. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. No, 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 no. I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. Onslaught, why you disrespecting Soulja Boy? He got hits. He's an innovator. He started that. He sold records. Onslaught. Bow Wow has been around. 90s, 2000s. Onslaught. Listen, y'all. Listen. Ain't nobody asked for Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy versus. Who wants to see? Listen. Oh man. Oh man. I don't mean to be rude, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. I move around Jamaica, Queens. All right, I move around. I get around. I get around. I see people. I talk to people. I scour the internets. I scours online. I hits up Twitter. Check out what Twitter's going on Twitter. See what they tweeting. I Google stuff every now and then. See whose name is popping. Ain't nobody asked for Bow Wow and a Soulja Boy versus. Jason Jason seems to be really hyped. or Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy versus. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the comments. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the comments and just type in Jason. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the comments right now and just type in Jason in the comments. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the comments and type in Jason. Jason is gonna have to explain to me why he wants to see Soulja Boy and you guys hit Jason in the comment. Let me hit some comments. I ain't got nothing to drink tonight. My throat is killing me. Y'all gonna hit the comments, type in Jason. Jason's gonna have to come forward right now and explain to us what songs Bow Wow is gonna play against Soulja Boy for 20 hits. What 20 songs is Bow Wow gonna play? No disrespect to Bow Wow. Bow Wow got hits. He got some hits. Soulja Boy got some hits. Soulja Boy even got a new song that's out right now. Yeah. 20? 20? Come on, son. Come on, son. Let me hit the comments, man. I'm going to go back to Gustavo's comment. Hit the like button if you all like this video. Hit the comments. I'm going to go back to Gustavo. Gustavo says, Tim is the better producer to me, but I think Swiss Beats won last night. He said, I love them. I love that they played 42 songs each. Now let's get Premier versus Verzuz rematch. I really do want to see that rematch. Jason says, Swizz, it was close. Excuse me. Diamond Onyx says, arena type performance with a dome could work. That's deal. Listen, Diamond, whoever they get to do a big arena, they have to make sure they get a good two artists to do a versus in an arena. Don't put no regular little two artists and then have the arena half sold. If they ever do an arena, Diamond, I'm looking forward to it. Make sure they get the right artists. All right. Diamond Onyx says J. Cole scored 5 points, but look out for Dixon with Rock Nation. J. Cole did have a song last night got played too. Swiss Beats played the new DMX song with a J. Cole verse. Whew. Swiss be cheating, but that shit was hard. Gustavo says the last Magna Carta song was so bad that Swiss says he does not like that song. There are producers that make songs that sometimes they don't like. But that Magna Carta song with that Rick Ross verse on it is crazy. The other Magna Carta song with the Tom Ford is crazy. I'm just saying, Gustavo. I'm just saying. Diamond Onyx says, let's not forget Cold World. Shout out to J. Cole. His album's doing really well right now. Gustavo says you can stream now on Fight on Demand. That's right. Go to the Fight app. If you haven't seen the verses, the Fight app has the whole verses on there. You can watch, you can stream the whole thing. Doris says, okay, you're welcome, Doris. Doris says, okay, I'm understanding you now. Yeah, Doris, being a YouTuber is very, very tough sometimes. Sometimes you have to walk on eggshells and know what to upload and what not to upload. And there are a lot of record companies that I'm gonna just give you all some tips about YouTube. There are songs that you play that are owned by whoever the music owner is. And once the song gets played past that 10-second limit, YouTube algorithms picks it up, and they can either decide to take the monetization from that video, whatever you make, and that will go to the song owner. So even if you have a video that's 40 minutes long and you have a 10-second clip of a song that's owned by an artist, YouTube can decide to take that whole video and all the proceeds that you made from that video will go to the song owner or the company that owns the song. So sometimes you have to only use a certain amount of music, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, before the YouTube algorithm kicks in. And or you decide you're going to make a video, use a song, and that video is just for promotion only. You're not going to make any money off of it because the song owner, once that song passes that 10-second limit, most of the proceeds or all of the proceeds will go to that song order. So it's a very tight line you have to walk when you're uploading videos and stuff like that. So just some information on that. Jason says, I wasn't mad. Stop it. LOL. I don't expect to hear Nas music in the club. He's a poet rapper. I'm good. I know last night, every time a J song came on, I know every time a J song came on last night, Jason was probably punching the table. I'm messing with you. Shout out to Nas. Nas is my man. Gustavo, chat's going crazy. Oh man, let me. Jason says, well, let me go back. Gustavo says Nas was the biggest winner in the RZA versus Primo, so it's cool. Okay, all right. Gustavo says Inspector Deck and Jizza might do one. They are talking to Versus team. Inspector Deck and Jizza, yeah, I'll watch that. If that goes down, I'm definitely going with Jizza over Inspector Deck. I like them both. If Inspector Deck and Jizza does verses, I'm definitely going with Jizza. Jason is over there laughing. Gustavo says nobody trying to watch Soulja Boy. Listen, man, Jason is the only person I've seen that wants to see a Soulja Boy. Listen, shout out to Soulja Boy, man. Shout out to serious talk. Shout out to Soulja Boy for staying relevant for so long. All the jokes aside, he knows how to make music and to make viral moments. Okay, all he got to do now is stop making these fake video game systems talking about he's getting into the video game market. Stop selling these knockoff video game systems. But when it comes to music, shout out to Soulja Boy for staying relevant. Okay, even though Bow Wow had his time back in the days, Bow Wow's career didn't last as long as Soulja Boy's. Like again, Soulja Boy has a hit right now on the Billboard 200. So all jokes aside, still shout out to Soulja Boy for staying relevant for so long. All right, let me just say that. Jason says, leave them alone, let them have it. LOL. And their fan base been asking for a year. That's their generation. Okay. Gustavo said they don't even have 20 songs. I'm with Gustavo on that. I don't think Bow Wow has 20 hits. Okay? We got to understand, y'all. Let's be honest. There's a lot of songs that artists play that we like, that we vibe out to differently. But a hit is something that everybody enjoys. I don't know if Bow Wow has 20 hits. I don't know if Soulja Boy has 20 hits. But we'll see. Jason says, whoa, I ain't hyped. Don't do that. You set me up. You did hit the Instagram and send me a link telling me about June. What's it, June? What's the date, Jason, for their verses? June 16th or June 11th? Something like that. I'm gonna watch it. Nicholas McFarland. Nicholas is in the building. Nicholas, thanks for joining the stream. Nicholas is over there laughing. AJ the DJ, thanks for joining the stream. Glad you guys are joining the stream today. AJ the DJ says, I'm late, but Timbo Wash Swizz. Woo! You know what, AJ? I can see that. Like I said, man, this versus was close. This one was close, y'all. AJ the DJ says, Timbo Wash Swizz. To me, it was close. I gave Swizz the slight win, but I can see where AJ is coming from, man, because there was a time in that versus where I thought Timbo was killing him, but Swizz started to play some stuff. Timbo played some weak stuff here and there. So, okay, AJ, okay. Nicholas McFarland says, have Swiss all way in verses. Okay, I took Swiss on that one. Jason says, don't believe him. I'm not hype. I'm a watch though. I watch all the verses. All right, Jason, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. We gonna watch. We gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna watch it too. AJ the DJ said Jay-Z and Beyonce won that battle last night. Listen, yo, listen. AJ's not joking, yo. If you didn't watch that verses, go watch that verses. There was a time in the verses when Swizz and Timbo probably within 6 track each, it was nothing but Jay-Z and Beyonce songs. They were dropping J bombs left and right last night. They were dropping some Beyonce joints. Listen, J and B did win last night, man. Shout out to the power couple. Gustavo says, I love Jay. He's my second favorite ever, but I can't stand that Holy Grail. By the way, Swizz was throwing shots at Justin Timberlake. Yes, I don't understand that. I know Swizz. I think Swizz wanted Justin Timberlake to do a verses, if that's what it is. But Swizz was throwing a lot of shade to Justin Timberlake last night. I don't understand it. If y'all understand what's going on with that, hit the comments. I thought that Swizz wanted Justin to do a verses and Justin probably declined. But Swizz was going in on Justin Timberlake last night. So I don't know about that. Let's go back to some time and some numbers. All right, so remember, 8:10 verses started early. By 8:10, 89,000 viewers. By 8:30, 120,000 viewers. By 9 p.m., 151,000 viewers. By 9:30, 158,000 viewers. And by 10 o'clock, they reached peak of 166,000 viewers. So shout out to Swizz and Timbo. The numbers kept on going up and up and up and up all night long. And they kept the viewership last night. They didn't take any breaks. Like most verses, they take a 10, 20, half an hour break. They took no breaks in between. The only thing I did not like about the verses last night, they did not have any guest appearances last night. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Because when you watch the verses, in the back where the bar was, where Celebrity World was, Rick Ross was in attendance last night. Busta Rhymes was in attendance last night. Noriega from Capone and Noriega was in attendance last night. Who else I saw? I saw Fat Joe. Fat Joe was in attendance last night. So they had celebrities there. So I was very disappointed because there was even a time when Swizz played a Busta Rhymes song. What's it? Touch It, the Touch It remix. And the cameraman was on Busta the whole time when that song was playing, and Busta was going word for word on the song like he's performing it. I was very disappointed last night to not see any celebrity guest on that verses. Still a great verses. Still a great verses. I'm not taking nothing away from the verses. But with all of those celebrities that were there last night, they should have had somebody come up on stage and perform either one or two songs last night. All right, so that's that. I was disappointed with that. Sorry. Gustavo says Busta Rhymes been talking for months. Now where he at? Let's get that smoke. Again, Busta Rhymes was there last night, so maybe a Busta Rhymes is coming soon. Busta Rhymes was in attendance last night. Jason says, Gustavo, I don't know about the Knicks and Busta. Can't find nobody to versus with. It shouldn't be that hard to find a versus for Busta. There's a lot of people in Busta's era, high energy artists that you can put with Busta. If Busta wants to do it, I'm pretty sure they'll find a way for Busta to do it. But let's see what happens, Jason. Jason says, Justin was supposed to go against Usher, but I guess he's stalling. Oh, okay. So that's what's going on. Yeah, Last night, Swizz was throwing subliminals left and right for Justin Timberlake. So maybe, like Jason says, he was supposed to go against Usher. For whatever case, he probably didn't want to do it. Whatever it fell through. Thank you, Jason. So probably that's what's going on. Gustavo says it was supposed to be Buster versus Snoop, Buster versus Fat Joe, Eminem, Ice Cube, Ella. listen, listen. Shout out to Snoop. That was a great versus. Buster versus Fat Joe. I'll watch that. If Buster goes against Fat Joe, I'm a big Buster Rhymes fan. I'm a huge Buster Rhymes fan. I think Buster Rhymes is a better artist, but I might go Fat Joe if Buster goes against Fat Joe. Buster's the better artist. Buster has better bars. Buster has better rhyming skills. Buster has better vocals. Buster has better breath. But Fat Joe got some hits too. I might go Fat Joe if Fat Joe Buster Rhymes. Buster versus Eminem. I gotta go Buster over Eminem. If Buster goes against Ice Cube, I'm going Ice Cube over Buster. If Buster goes against LL Cool J, Gustavo, I'm going LL Cool J. I'm a big Buster fan, but if he goes against Fat Joe, I might lean Fat Joe over Buster. If he goes against Eminem, I might lead Buster over M. Buster versus Ice Cube, I'm going with Ice Cube, no question. If Buster goes against LL Cool J, I'm going with LL Cool J, no question. Diamond Onyx says, "Yep, that was true. No breaks." Shout out to Timbo and Swizz. They did that 2 hours breeze. It's a breeze, 2 hours straight, no breaks. Shout out to them boys. That's how you do a concert. Gustavo says Buster should have joined the stage. Same for Rick Ross and others. Listen, they dropped a few Rick Ross songs last night. Rick Ross could have gone up there and performed a song. The crowd was into it. The crowd would have loved it. Buster could have gone up there and done his Touch It remix. The crowd would have loved it. Very disappointed with that, man. AJ the DJ, yeah. AJ the DJ says, yeah, I thought they was going to have appearances last night. The baby was there too. That's right. The baby was also in attendance. Swizz and Timbo all night long, especially Timbaland. Timbaland says himself his career is not complete if he doesn't do a song with the baby. So the baby was also in attendance. Thank you, AJ the DJ. So even that, I don't know if he has a song with Swizz yet, but the baby was in attendance last night as well. Thank you for that, AJ. Gustavo says 50 versus Busta Rhymes. If Busta Rhymes goes against 50, Busta is the better artist, but 50 has a bigger catalog to work with. 50 has his solo projects. He also has all the G Unit songs he did with The Game, all the Lloyd Banks G Unit artists, and they have about 3 G Unit collaborative albums also. So if 50 goes against Busta, I might go with 50 because of the catalog might be a little bit deeper than Busta. But again, Busta is a better artist than 50 Cent. But I might go 50 with that one. Jason says Gustavo, Snoop and Busta couldn't meet eye to eye, so DMX RIP did it instead. Okay, okay. RIP DMX. Okay. Instead, Fat Joe said no, he wants 50. And see, listen, I want to address that, Jason. I want to address that, y'all. Listen, you artists out there, all of you artists out there that want to do a versus, stop asking for 50 cents to do a versus. Stop asking 50 cents to do a versus. 50 is a very emotional person. 50 came in the game as a quote unquote bully. 50 has made a reputation in the hip hop game as the bully of hip hop. 50 has had battles with Ja Rule that people say that he's won. He's had battles with Fat Joe that people say that he won. He's had battles with the Locks, Jadakiss Styles, and Sheik that people say that he lost, them Yonkers boys washed him. Okay? He's had battles with Rick Ross that Rick Ross won. Okay? So 50 is not going to do a versus. Stop asking. 50 does not want to do a versus and have this new generation of internet. The internet, the memes get at him when he loses. All right? Somebody that does memes and gets on the Instagram and clowns people all the time and think that they're superior in that realm, they don't want to do anything and lose because everybody will clown him. All right, so yo, stop industry artists. Stop asking for 50 cents versus. He does not want to go against Game and lose to Game. He does not want to go against Ja Rule and lose to Ja Rule. He does not want to go against Fat Joe and lose to Fat Joe. It will destroy his reputation. He'll still sell music. He'll still sell his TV shows and his movies. But the internet will get at him. He does not want to go through that. So, y'all, just stop asking for it, y'all. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Um, Let me some more comments up there. So let me finish up Jason. So Jason was saying Snoop and Buster couldn't meet eye to eye, so DMX did it instead. Fat Joe says he wants 50 cents. Eminem, I don't know, and LL, so no, he's too loud. I don't think Eminem's gonna do a versus as either. I just don't see Eminem doing a versus. If he does, it'll be cool for the culture. I think he's one of the people that can do a versus and sell out, like Diamond Onyx says, sell out a big arena. You know, Eminem has that broad appeal. Like there are people all over the world that love Eminem. Eminem is not just a big artist in the U.S. So if Eminem does a versus and he does one of those stadium like Diamond Onyx says, it'll be huge. So I don't think he'll do one, but yeah. Asia the DJ, only high energy to go against Buster is Missy. Yeah, Buster and Missy would be a nice versus. They did songs together. They both have good stage presence. They both have a lot of classic songs they can pull from. They both have songs they did with other people throughout their career. So I like that idea of Buster and Missy, AJ. I would definitely watch that. If that happens, I'm not going to choose now. I'm not going to choose right now. I'm going to choose another day. Asia the DJ says, their video and energy was equal back then. Yeah, Buster and Missy, shout out to them, man. Jason says, Missy declined to go against Buster for a year now. They keep trying. Maybe it'll happen. We'll see what happens. Nicholas McFarlane says 50 versus LL Cool J. I'm definitely going with LL Cool J. LL Cool J. LL Cool J is one of those artists that did something in hip hop that not a lot of other people can do. Like LL Cool J owned both markets. LL Cool J owned the streets with his music, and LL Cool J owned the females. Like LL Cool J could do a song, a performance, and he could cater to both audiences. LL Cool J is a global icon. Everybody knows LL Cool J all over the world. He's doing movies and stuff. He's done TV shows, but LL's music catalog is too much for 50 cents. 50 got hits. 50 sold records. But again, the better rapper, LL is a much better artist than 50 cents. Wordplay, putting songs together, more memorable music. I'm going LL over 50 all day, every day, and on a Sunday. Gustavo says, LL got to stop being weird. Just go and battle somebody. He got the hits. That's true, too, Gustavo. I think LL should just take who Swizz and Timbaland put together for him, because I think Timbaland and Swizz will put together a good match for him. But I think LL is one of those guys, he's like 50 cents. He wants to get the matchup that he wants. He wants the favorable matchup where this is who I want to go against. this is who I think I should match up with. I don't think it's cool, but yeah. Um, Dominic says the old man worked it out. Okay. All right, man. Let's hit a few more comments and we're going to get up out of here. I want to thank you for joining the stream. Don't forget, as soon as you hit the video, give this video a like, man. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to go and subscribe to the channel. Drop in the comments. Let me know who you guys think won. I think Swiss beats slightly beat Timbo, but there's some people in here that's saying that Timbo won. I can respect that. I can't get mad at that. I can see that. Asia the DJ said, I want to see more producers battle because it's a range of music. Shout out to that. More producers. I definitely want to see that. I want to see Just Blaze do a versus. I want to see a Just Blaze versus. Jason says, still waiting on Bone Thugs versus 3-6 Mafia. I'm not too hype on that, Jason. But if that does go down, I'm definitely going with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Excuse me. Gustavo says, CNN versus DPG. That's a hard one for me, y'all. That's a hard one. I'm New York City. CNN, Capone Noriega, those are my guys. I love that first album, War Report. I love the second album, The Reunion. I'm Capone and Noriega all day, every day. But DPG, Dog Pound Gangsters, Daz and Corrupt, those are my boys as well. But I'm definitely going CNN over DPG. Diamond Onyx says, M got to chill. Okay. Gustavo says Eminem was open to do it with X, but X declined it. M versus Wayne. So DMX turned down Eminem? Wow, okay. I don't think I was aware of that. Okay. Okay. Shout to X. Shout to X for turning down M. Eminem versus Lil Wayne. I'm definitely going Eminem if Eminem goes against Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne's an icon. I think Lil Wayne has hella hits. But I think the better artist is Eminem. And I think Eminem will use his wordplay and his stage presence and just his hits to get over Lil Wayne. So Eminem, Lil Wayne, I'm definitely going with Eminem. Eminem. Jason says, he says, Gustavo, I was thinking Buster versus Ja Rule too. That's funny. So yeah, Buster Ja Rule. I don't think they'll do Buster Ja Rule. I think because think about it, Ja Rule has a lot of R&B-ish tracks. Ja Rule got a lot of hard stuff. But a lot of Ja Rule's fan base too is Ja Rule has a big female fan base as well. And remember, Ja Rule was doing a lot of stuff with Murder Inc. and Murder Inc. was doing a lot of stuff with what's her name? Ashanti. And Ashanti and Ja Rule got a lot of crossover hits. So I don't know if Busta and Ja Rule would be a good matchup. I like them both, but Busta versus Ja Rule, I don't think the matchup, if I'm saying that correct, I don't think the matchup is a good matchup. Um, Gustavo says, stop asking for Nas versus Jay-Z because that's not going to happen either. Listen, whoa, hold up, Gustavo. Hold up. Let's pump our brakes there for a second, y'all. I'm gonna read that again. Gustavo Bruno Christian says, stop asking for Nas versus Jay-Z because that's not going to happen either. I thought the same way at first. I thought Jay-Z is in a place right now where music is not his main focus right now. Like when you look at the news that's coming out for the last year of Jay, it's a lot of business acquisitions, money making moves, social justice stuff. On the other hand, Nas is doing the same thing too. Nas is making a lot of business moves as well. He's doing his cryptocurrency stuff as well. And they're both dropping music. Okay, Jay had a song come out previously. Nas had a song come out. Khaled album came out with Jay and Nas. And now the new DMX album come out. I know the song The song with Jay and Nas is an old song. The Bad Soul song, that's pretty old. But Nas has another song on that album as well. So I think that they are both active doing music. Not like they should be. They're still doing a lot of business stuff. But I think this is one of the verses where the people will go crazy. Number one, if Swizz Beatz and Timberland announce a Jay Z versus Nas versus, the fans are gonna lose their mind. This is like a Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown. If Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown gets announced, the fans are gonna lose their damn minds, yo. So if Jay Z and Nas, I give it a 50-50 chance of having it, Gustavo. I give it a 50-50 chance. I don't think it will happen, but because they're still making music today, they're still dabbling in music here and there. I give it a 50-50 chance. No more than 50-50. I wish it would happen. They're both in good spaces now. Jay's happy, Nas is happy. Jay's making money, Nas making money. They still got lyrical prowess. I give it a 50-50, Gustavo. Let me read a few more comments. Um, I want to go back to something that Jason says. Gustavo says Buster had to be the NYC battle with live audience. That'll be cool. Remember, Buster Rhymes did his album release. He did a concert in what's that theater uptown in Harlem. When Busta Rhymes released his last album, ELF2, he did a live concert last year, so he is ready for concerts. Jason says, no, 50 catalog isn't longer than Buster. He got Leaders of the New School, Flipmode Squad, and his solo albums plus features. Okay, so yes, Buster has a bunch of solo albums. Leaders of the New School, Buster really didn't do a lot of stuff with them. Yes, he did appear on some Tribe Called Quest stuff as well. Flip Mode Squad. Buster has his solo plus features. Yes, yeah. Okay. Buster catalog is deep. I'm not trying to disrespect Buster's catalog. Buster has a deep catalog. Yes. But you gotta think the albums that Game did when Game was with 50 Cents. 50 Cents did a lot of stuff on Game's albums. Mobb Deep, when Mobb Deep left their record label and they went over to G Unit, Mobb Deep also did some albums with G Unit. Okay, so they got those Mobb Deep's albums as well. Lloyd Banks has his whole catalog that 50 is on. Eminem has songs on Eminem's albums that 50 Cent is on. Um, and again, you have the whole G Unit. You have Young Buck, 50 Cent appears on Young Buck's albums. Um, who's the other guy on G Unit? There's Banks, there's Tony Yayo. Even though Tony Yayo is not a lyrical beast, there's still a Tony Yayo albums. Again, then there's a 50 catalog, and then there's also the G Unit albums. I just think that what 50 has, Buster has a lot, but I just think that 50 has just a tad bit more to pull from. But I don't think it will happen. 50 versus Buster. It'll be a good one. It'll be good to see. All right, let me hit some of the comments down below, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. I want to thank you all again for joining. So, again, around 10 p.m. at the Verzuz, they maxed out at 166,000 viewers on Instagram. Again, it'll be nice to see how much viewers they're getting on the Fight app. It'll be nice to see how many viewers total they're getting on YouTube. Ever since Verzuz left Apple, they used to always post all of the numbers. Swizz and Timbo would post all the numbers illuminated, and we can see numbers from all over. Ever since they stopped doing it with Apple, they haven't really been putting the numbers out for all the platforms, so we really don't know what the real numbers are. So I know Jason got a line with Swizz. Jason be hitting up Swizz, and Swizz be commenting. So y'all hit the comments. Tell Jason to ask Swizz to let us get the numbers. Jason, hit Swizz, hit your man Swizz, and Timbo. Ask them, please give us the numbers, give us the full numbers. All right, so y'all chat, hit Jason, let Jason hit Swizz, and maybe we'll get some numbers. AJ the DJ said, you're seeing the Mount Rushmore for 2021. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and Nicki. How you feel about that? I did lately. I've been seeing a lot of Mount Rushmores going around. I've seen a few. Some of them are ridiculous. Some of these young guys been out for only about 5 years, 5, 6 years. You're not in a Mount Rushmore being in the game for 5, 6 years. But AJ, if you're saying Kendrick, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, and Nicki. For this generation, for this last, is the last 10, 20 years, I can't get mad at that. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and Nicki. When did Lil Wayne come out? Did Lil Wayne come out after 2020? Wait, let me just check that. Let me just check that. If Lil Wayne came out, let me just check that chat. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just see when Lil Wayne's career started. Hold on. Let me look at Wayne discography. Wayne's first official album, The Block is Hot. Okay, 1999. So that's over 20 years. So I don't know if you guys not counting Wayne in the new Mount Rushmore. Wayne's first studio album, and Wayne was doing stuff with the Hot Boys before, right? Hot Boys was in the 90s. So, okay, we got to okay, so Wayne can't go in there. So Kendrick came out after 2000, J. Cole, Drake, Nicki. I can't get mad at that, AJ. That's not bad. I got to think about it, but that's not bad. Dominic says, homage to X was super cool to do. Yes, shout out to Swizz and them. They closed the show out with a DMX song. They brought out the Exodus shirts. That was really classy. Rest in peace, DMX. We miss you. We're going to close it out, yo. We at almost an hour mark. We want to finish up before the hour. I want to thank everyone for joining the stream. Don't forget, we go live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. This was just a Verzuz recap. Again, I gave the slight win to Swizz. Shout out to Verzuz. We outside. Verzuz is outside now. Verzuz is going into a whole new stratosphere. I hope they have a Verzuz before the Bow Wow and what's his name and Soulja Boy. Please give us something before that. If I gotta wait another 20-something days to watch a Bow Wow Verzuz, I'm gonna lose my mind. That better not be the next Verzuz. But shout out to Verzuz. You guys are doing your thing. This is an amazing Verzuz. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you guys feel about that Verzuz. I'm gonna see y'all Thursday night. It's the boy on Slot Tree. We up out of here.